Okay, let's talk about this. Soundgarden's final album is finally being mixed. And honestly, this feels like one of those moments where art, legacy, and tragedy collide in a way that's impossible to ignore. I mean, here we are, almost a decade after Chris Cornell's death, and the band is still piecing together what could be the last thing he ever recorded. That's haunting. But also, kind of beautiful? Let's unpack this. First off, the logistics, 8 songs. All featuring Cornell's vocals. Some built from demos he worked on before 2017. Some using rehearsal tapes where he played guitar. And the surviving members, Matt Cameron, Kim Thayil, are now in the studio finishing what was started. But here's what fascinates me: why does this matter? Why finish it now? Especially after the legal drama with Cornell's widow? Personally, I think this goes deeper than just releasing music. It's about closure, for the band, for fans, and maybe even for Cornell's legacy itself. Let's break down the timeline. The band had been sending demos back and forth since 2013. Cornell would take Cameron's drum tracks, rework them, build songs around them. That collaborative process? It's like they were trying to force lightning into a bottle one more time. And then he died. Suddenly, those unfinished demos weren't just abandoned projects, they became relics. Sacred, even. But also legally complicated. The fact that they reconciled with Vicky Cornell in 2023? That wasn't just about settling a lawsuit. It was about giving this project permission to exist. Without that, this album would have been stuck in limbo forever. Now, the elephant in the room: posthumous albums are always controversial. Think of Prince's estate releasing unreleased tracks, or Amy Winehouse's voice being auto-tuned onto new songs. There's a fine line between honoring someone's work and exploiting their legacy. But here's the twist: Soundgarden isn't just slapping together random demos. They're using Cornell's actual vocals, his actual guitar parts. This isn't a remix. It's a resurrection. And that raises a question: when you finish someone's art after they're gone, who's really creating it? The band? Or just ghosts? Another angle: the album's sound. Joe Barresi, who mixed their last record King Animal, is handling this. Which makes me wonder, will it feel like a natural evolution of their sound? Or will it sound frozen in time? Because let's face it, Cornell's voice in 2017 wasn't the same as in 1994. His range had changed. His tone had aged. And that's not a bad thing. There's a rawness there now. A vulnerability. If they lean into that, this could be something raw and honest. But if they overpolish it? It risks feeling like a tribute act rather than the real thing. And what about the fans? I've seen debates online where people say, they shouldn't release this, it's unfinished. But here's what I don't get: art is never truly finished. It's abandoned. Cornell himself might have rewritten these lyrics, tweaked the melodies, maybe even trashed half the tracks. But isn't that the point? These are his ideas. Imperfect, unpolished, human. And isn't that more valuable than waiting for perfection that might never come? Ultimately, this album isn't just music. It's a conversation with the past. A way for Soundgarden to say, this is where we were headed before the end. And for listeners? It's a chance to hear Cornell's voice one last time, not as a memory, but as an active, living artist. So yeah, the technical details matter: the 8 songs, the mixing process, the legal hurdles. But what really matters is the emotion. The grief. The love that's still fueling this band years after they should have called it quits. Because here's the truth: this isn't just Soundgarden's final album. It's their goodbye. And sometimes, you need to finish what you started, even if it takes a decade to say goodbye.